Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
They are firing on all cylinders right now. The guys seem to be playing for one another. As long as they maintain the selfless attitude, their success should continue.
LeBron James.
Oh, and the jam by James.
Well, those are the kinds of moves that distinguish LeBron from every other small forward that has ever played this game.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And the Thunder in possession here, following the score by the Lakers. Back to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. The three from Holmgren. Doncic pulls down the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the inside. Some solid defense from Williams.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Luka Doncic.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
Right side, Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
Now, here is James. He has 6. Here's Doncic. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
We know that Luka's a 3-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Pass to James. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Luka Doncic.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Over Hayes. And it's Holmgren missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
1 shot.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those. Lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
I'll tell you, the footwork of Luka on his drives is really something to behold.
Wiggins outside. Back to Williams. A good-looking shot from the wing. The Lakers lead by 4. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with a dunk.
Here's Wallace. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
James inside. To the middle. Len.
Alex Len.
And that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
The Lakers.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Lake. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Coming onto the floor for your
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. James with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. James outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And Doris, some use the term stocks to... steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these two young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. The NBA is in good hands.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander has length, has anticipation, makes a defensive play and turns it into offense.
Shots good by James.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Now, here is James. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
Lakers making a switch here.
Let them hear you.
Thunder trail by 11. Some room here for Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Back to Doncic. Outside Reeves. Doncic on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. Back to Williams. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Wiggins, no good. Here's Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder trail by 12. Right side, Williams. Wiggins for three. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Excellent job of closing out on that three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
That's an 8-second violation.